EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Here's Cade York to start the ball game. Off we go from Vegas. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Love to throw to get started. That's taken in. It's Tiz Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, how about that for a statement on your opening drive, Mike? I mean, we knew coming in that they wanted to get this run game going, and man, boy, did they ever.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. On the ground, it's Mostert. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
They motion a receiver right. They're going to go jet sweep on third down. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Here's first and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Cooper going in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Gray run in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. It is brought in the end zone. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A good play action with Love. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be taken down at the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now give on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Off the play fake. Here's Love. His throw left side is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll stick with him again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Here's a 3rd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Love to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is hot! And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
Whoa. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalin Hyatt. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the air one more time. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On first down, it's Love. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going for it all. He's got it! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders up their lead. It's now 24-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
Putting the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Tight end going in motion here. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He has Hyatt complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now faking the give. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Love to throw it on 1st down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Love. He's going to air this one out. And this will be incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Here's third down and a few inches. Back to throw is Love. That'll be intercepted. Into space. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for six.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side.
His kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 31, Giants 14. Cade York to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
On second down, Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Raiders will take over at their own 15.
Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
On first and 10, here's Love. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Again, working deep downfield. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A good play action with Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throwing on second down, Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Love to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's a run going left. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. A second down throw for Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
A tight end in motion now. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Love. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, 9.
He'll look to throw. Complete to Cooper. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Danny Gray. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. York, good on the extra point. And the Giants are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
He'll let one go down the middle. And the Giants are going to get the football at their own 40.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
First and 10. Tight end going in motion here. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Handoff here, up the middle. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. Putting the tight end in motion. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. They'll send their tight end left. On third down, here's Wilson. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
But there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going up top. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Love. Quick throw here is complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just hand off right, hand off left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll stay on the ground. And just a short pickup there to the 35. Second down and 8. Now a give up the middle. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. That defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled?
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Back to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And more of the same. Another interception.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. Oh, a loose football. But he'll gather it back in. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a handoff running right. And he'll get this only to about the 20.
He's going down at the 20-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Raiders send their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the back.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Love. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. On play action, Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Love. On a man left side, it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here we go. One final play. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So this one, a win for the Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.